What's up, everybody? Kinetic here. Today I need to rant a bit. I really don't like making videos like this. It's not my thing to be a drama channel, but today has been one of the most shocking, depressing, disenchanting, every other word you could align along that vein for me personally, because while I didn't have high expectations for Blizzard and them announcing anything major for Diablo, I've been disappointed and let down too many times now from previous BlizzCons. Waking up today and the very first thing that I see is that they have announced a mobile game, a mobile-only Diablo game, and I'm going to talk about that and specifically why people who don't understand this don't understand why there's so much drama, so much hate, so much anger. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't play Diablo. They haven't been paying attention at all to what's been simmering now into a boiling point for all of these years, and have no business telling us that we are ungrateful, that we're crybabies and stuff like that. There's already an article on Mashable saying things like this, and it's just absurd. Now, this might sound rich coming from me because I have promoted mobile games here on my channel, and to me there's a very distinctive difference, because it's, as I've said, not that I'm hating on the fact that they've got a mobile game, but the fact that it's the only thing that we have now as an update, as fresh content, if you will. And I'm going to talk about why, even, I suppose, if there was another announcement, it's still pretty insulting. So, mobile games to me are fun, bite-sized, kind of fast food, junk food that you're really not supposed to take seriously and isn't supposed to be a main part of your diet. I consider mobile games to be low-tier games made by low-tier developers, and there's nothing really wrong with that to me. I enjoy and play a lot of mobile games for what they're worth. But Blizzard is an established company for a very, very long time. And when they came out with Diablo 3, and there was a lot of problems with Diablo 3, and there was a lot of hate, a lot of drama back then, I defended the game quite a bit on the forums and social media and stuff, talking about why I thought I could reason with Blizzard's decisions and why they did certain things. Like, for example, the real money trading auction house, which was a big thing, right? People were like, WTF, why is Blizzard doing this? Are they just trying to, cash in on, the market and stuff like that? And I argued that I really believed that they were just trying to make a safer environment for trading, like they said that they were. Whether they were profiting off of that, majorly, I didn't think was the case, but maybe they were making some profit. But I believe their intentions to be true, that they were trying to make things easier for them and for us in regards to trading, but we all know how poorly that went down. Right, so I've been defending the game. I've defended Blizzard, not just because I'm a fanboy, but just because I tried to look at it from certain perspectives that were reasonable and logical, but there is no reasonable view from looking at Diablo Immortal. It is purely garbage. Like, coming from, and not even, that's the thing too, it's not even coming from Blizzard, right? This isn't even their game, it's their title, right? They've given the rights to another company to make this game. To all the people saying the Diablo community is being unfair or disrespectful, that we're just being entitled and should be grateful, learn the facts and get your thumb on the pulse of this community before you criticize us. Because this was a tipping point, and it's not our fault that you don't understand why. We've been begging Blizzard for years to do more for Diablo, a game franchise that they seem to barely care about while showering all of their other games with money and resources, manpower, to develop a near constant stream of updates and expansions. Look at Overwatch, look at World of Warcraft, or even Heroes of the Storm, for examples of games that just never like have a content drought seemingly at all. You know, you can expect a new expansion. Even when it does get kind of dry, for example, in World of Warcraft, you can expect an expansion to come. And that's just not been the case for Diablo, but especially Diablo 3. Year after year, BlizzCon after BlizzCon, we've gotten scraps or nothing at all. And now they get on stage here in BlizzCon 2018 and tell us that NetEase, not Blizzard, is in charge of making this new game. And on top of that, it's a mobile-only game, right? The reaction from the crowd was totally justified at BlizzCon when the guy asked, is this mobile only? Are these mechanics, these new gameplay features that they're showing off with the characters mobile only? And they said yes, that they have no plans for PC. And there was booing, which is incredibly rare to hear a booing crowd.
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
And that should tell you something. That this isn't just crybaby entitlement and ungratefulness. This is a seriously sour taste in everybody's mouth now. To the point that it became booing. You know, Bethesda did it right. When they announced, Fallout Shelter, they did it not on its own, right? They did it alongside another Fallout title. It's like, wow, we're getting this awesome, epic, new Fallout game, plus on the side, we've got Fallout Shelter. So it's cool. It's kind of like a little companion, you know, for our main game. They didn't announce it alone, and they didn't announce it after a long drought of content. But that's what's happening, and that's the big difference here between these mobile games, right? Had Blizz announced a Diablo 2 remaster, Diablo 4, a Diablo 3 expansion pack, you know, or something, then it would have been less drama, for sure, less insulting. And don't even get me started on the comment by Wyatt. Don't you guys have phones? Or whatever he said, you know, to the crowd in a very panicky way. Because that's just as bad, if not worse, than Bashiokin is, aren't you thankful rhetoric, right? Like, it's just, man, I lost a lot of respect for Wyatt after that comment. Otherwise, I think he's a good guy most of the time and is doing pretty well with what he has left of a Diablo team. Now, we're not grateful, I'm sorry, but we know what kind of game this is going to be. What kind of game Diablo Immortal is going to be. What kind of experience we can expect to have on this device, which isn't going to feel nearly as good as a PC or console game. And worse, I think we know what we can expect from monetization as well. This will more than likely not just be a one-time pay and then you play it game like you normally get from Diablo. No, it may very well be, and we'll see just how bad the monetization is for this game. How much they try and nickel and dime us for things like potions, right? Or maybe extra uses out of the Horadric Cube or something like that, right? That's our biggest fear. There are good people at Blizzard. There are good people on the Diablo team. Brandy Campbell, Wyatt Chang. I still believe in these people as representatives and as directors, more or less, of what's going on in Diablo right now. You know, I'm not angry at these people or the regular grunts doing their job in the modeling and texturing of games or whatever. No. It's not. I don't think it's their fault, and I don't it's annoying, but man, I can't hate Wyatt for being told, yeah, you're going to get on stage and you're going to hype people up for this mobile game, whether he likes it or not. No, I'm mad at whoever is calling the shots, whoever is pulling Wyatt's strings, right? The people maybe behind that person in the shadows who makes the decisions on what gets funding at Blizzard and what doesn't based on market research. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what's really going on here, right? And I've seen that for years, and that was to me, when I saw that perspective, to going back to talking about perspectives and reasoning and stuff like that, I really felt like that was what was really going on here. Blizzard is just not convinced that Diablo is as profitable as their other games, like World of Warcraft, like Hearthstone, which God knows, how much they make every day off of Hearthstone packs and expansions, for example. But, like the recent single-player Star Wars game that was scrapped, Diablo has seemingly been deemed not profitable enough and therefore not worthy of investment. It's not as flashy, competitive as MOBAs and stuff like that, to be in the spotlight of an esports game or whatever, which undeniably brings in huge amounts of money to companies when they're able to pull off these events and get people hyped up for stuff like that. They can't do that with Diablo, and they know we won't tolerate loot boxes, which lately has been getting some backlash. Thank God for that. A bit late, but finally there is backlash on loot boxes. But a mobile games are still safe, aren't they? Like, we can criticize them, but we're just elitists, right? We're PC and console elitists. We're just picking on the little guy, right? I guess. We can be discredited. We can be dismissed, when we criticize mobile games. And meanwhile, mobile games are more and more growing in popularity, right? And there is a sea of Diablo clones on the mobile market. You think Activision and Blizzard wants a piece of that pie? Better believe they do. So they're going to make their own clone. Or actually, they're not going to make it. NetEase, right? Let's clarify that. Let's pay attention to that, because Blizzard isn't doing it. It's NetEase that they've given permission and the rights to do this. To make another clone. One clone to rule them all with the name Diablo in it. Alright? It's going to be made by another company, while Activision Blizzard gets a nice cut of the money from the transactions, whatever that's going to be. I guess that's just profitable enough looking, right? Just enticing enough for them to go ahead and do that. All this and more I could say to explain the Diablo drama. We're not entitled. We're fucking starved. And have left in droves to other ARPGs to try and find a replacement, trying to find something that can help us recapture the feeling of the darkness and the edge and the fun and the story experience that a Diablo game brings. And some of them have been able to do that. Yeah, some of these companies have been doing damn good at replicating that feeling, like Path of Exile and the upcoming, for now Korean only, Lost Ark, right? We start paying attention to these games, start playing a little bit of Grim Dawn, and while we wait, we're thinking, while we wait, we'll play this and we'll wait for the next Diablo game. And now we turn around and hear another BlizzCon. And what do we see? Blizzard on stage, selling the corpse of the once great king of ARPGs. A popular comment that keeps apparently getting deleted and is now spammed constantly on social media, especially the Diablo Immortal trailers, says, quote, "No king rules forever, my son." A quote, of course, from the World of Warcraft cinematic of the Fall of Arthas. Quote continues, "I enjoyed my 20 plus years playing Blizzard games, but it seems now is the time to admit the soul is gone." End quote. I guess that's the truth of it, yeah? the once great king of ARPGs. That reign is over. I guess it's been over for a long time. Some of us, still lingering as fans, wanted to believe that the king could come back, reclaim the throne. What do we find? We find it just reclaiming the lowest level of gaming, mobile platform. It's pretty sad. Actually, it's really sad. And that's the way it is, I guess. Until they find a way to make Diablo profitable enough, I guess. This is the way things are. But I guess the silver lining in this is that it gives other companies a chance to fill in that void, that empty space of people that want to see more ARPG action. We got Path of Exile obviously doing very good. Like I said, over in Korea, Lost Ark is about to... Oh man, they are about to kick off the most incredible ARPG-inspired game, isometric camera I've ever seen. Blizzard, you've got a tough fight ahead of you if you do plan. I know you got multiple projects for the Diablo universe, not just Diablo Immortal, but you got a lot of fight on your hands, and you got a lot of work now, especially in trying to win us back and trying to help us forget the taste of this betrayal of announcing another outsourced company's game with the Diablo name on it. I won't soon forget. In fact, I might remember it even more clearly, or as clearly at least, when that time comes, when you finally do decide to make a new Diablo game and present it to us. We'll see how grateful we still are, huh? That's it for this video, I think. I've said my part. We'll see what the future holds, but I am definitely not holding my breath for what's to come for the Diablo universe. That's gonna do it for this video. That's all I've got to say for now. I still love ARPGs, but man, does this hurt. I still really like Blizzard and what they do most of the time, but man, does this hurt. We'll see. Maybe next BlizzCon, huh? I won't be holding my breath, but we'll see what the future holds. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Click the like button. Might just reach more likes here on this video than Diablo Immortal reveal trailer. I'll see you guys around. Make sure you subscribe. More content is on the way. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?